So for the same income earned, how can you spending that money, saving that money, or hiding that money under your mattress have an influence on GDP? Let's take a look. When you receive money, if you decide to spend that money, that leads to consumption or investment, depending on the type of good that you're buying, and that contributes towards GDP. It's goods that are purchased, that are produced, leads to more production, and it happens to have a positive impact on GDP. If you save that money, well, it's not being spent by you, so it doesn't have an impact directly from that saving. However, if that saving is borrowed and then by a business and then spent, well, that could still lead to a certain impact on GDP. What we typically say between consumption and spending is if you're going through a short-term recession and you want to get out of that recession, you want to promote consumption. You want to promote people spending their money, because the more people spend, the more it leads to an increase in production and the economy rolling right now. So from a quick standpoint, you'll often hear politicians when we're going through recession telling the citizens things are going well, keep spending, it's going to go well, because they know that if everyone stops spending for fear of losing their jobs in the future or whatnot, well, then as everyone stops spending, then those goods are no longer bought. Therefore, those people that are producing those goods lose their jobs, and then it leads to a deeper recession, and it leads to this vicious cycle. So often, to help a situation in the short run, politicians will argue that you should spend more. On the other hand, savings equates to more investment, and investment is seen as something good for the economy over time, because the more factories we have, the more equipment that we have in those factories, the more infrastructure that there is, the better things are for production, because the more we have of those elements, the more efficient we can be per hour of human work. It produces more goods. So good saving is good for production in the future. When all of those things are in place, we're able to produce more. So if you promote consumption, you're helping the economy now, but less money for the future. If you save, more money for the future, and that money leads to more spending, more production in the future. Hiding your money under the mattress, well, then that's not the same as saving. It could be seen as saving for you, like you're keeping it for the future, but it's not accessible to someone that wants to borrow money. It's not like you putting money in the bank account and then they use that money to make out a loan, because they only keep a portion of it as reserves. So hiding money under the bank, under your mattress, not promote helping the economy now, and it doesn't promote that kind of future efficiency gains through investment. So it's kind of like the worst situation in terms of being good for the economy over time. Either good for now, better for later. Depends on which situation happens, and it depends what you have to favor. So hopefully that makes it clear on the different impacts of consumption and saving. Have a good day. If you found this video interesting, please consider subscribing or joining my class, where I guide you to apply and expand on the information found in these videos to real-life examples. Have a good day.